I want to talk to you about May and what I believe is going on in this time, and also what's going to be happening faster in May. And I'd also love to talk to you about a word that is really powerful. Um, if you hear it, and I know it can be a word if you don't know what it means, it just sounds like a vague thing. And that word is ascension. And I want to tell you my definition of ascension. To me, ascension is moving closer and closer to the truth of what you really are. What we don't understand is that we are carrying thousands of invisible suitcases that we think are us, but aren't. And these are the have tos, the limitations, the fears, all the energy of I got to make sure everyone else is happy before I am. I got to worry about money. I got to do all these things, all from a place of fear, because the belief under that is otherwise I won't be enough. Otherwise I'll be hurt. Otherwise I'll be abandoned. These are fear based suitcases. And unconsciously, we identify as these things. We say, this is me. I'm here to fix this thing. I can't ever get it right. I have to worry. I have to procrastinate, all these different things. And these things exist because we're not aware of the truth of what we are. And one of the things that's happening in this time is we're being forced back to the actual laws of what we are. Realize that these other suitcases were created through false laws, egoic laws, people's collective belief that they're just small consumers and separate selves, and that we're just this small thing and we have to give all our authority to the media and the government and what everyone else tells us we need to be. When you actually are forced into a world of ascension, you are forced back into the real laws, the laws of nature, the laws of universe, and the laws of what you truly are. And the old ways aren't working anymore. A lot of people might notice they're trying to get things done from an egoic place and can't. They're trying to keep relationships together and they can't. That's because you're ascending. And the ascension process is trying to get rid of these suitcases because they're not the actual truth. You are here to move into the truth of what you are. Another definition I have for knowing that you're moving into ascension is the release of trying to pick up and hold the world and moving back into a connection to source, to what you are. So moving into being held. That happens to also be the slogan of the new video series we just released called The Angel You Forgot About. That you are here to stop just being this empath that's here to hold up everyone else, but move back into the source of what you are, the magical being that you are. And when we keep fighting for the old identity because we think that's us, we get more and more exhausted and off course, often more and more addicted, but our awareness is getting higher and higher. So you might notice that if you do something off course pretty quickly, you have to let go of it pretty quickly because your awareness is getting too high for you to stay the old false story. In May, ascension is happening faster and faster and faster. And so there's going to be a lot more allowing. There's going to be a lot more being. A great question to shift from is instead of asking, what do I do? Shift to what am I? I want you to keep that question open ended, but notice the power when you just feel in your heart, what am I? You might feel a lot more connected to source, a lot more connected to the now, a lot more free. When you say, what do I do? You leave this energy and you go out to this have to energy because you think that what you are is a doer that carries all those invisible suitcases. You're not. You're an infinite being. And that infinite being is capable of doing so much more. You are capable of magic and miracles and a ridiculously synchronistic life if you allow yourself to move into the truth of what you are. And the ascension is always moving more and more rapidly, exponentially faster and faster. And I believe it's been happening for a long time, but it's been speeding up and very obvious. You might notice that time feels different. You might feel like through a few days what it used to take you 10 years to feel. Have you ever said a sentence recently like, man, I can't believe that was just 2 days ago? That's because you're moving up so much that you're leaving timelines and you're leaving an old story of what you are. And you're moving into a now that can transcend timelines and move you to a faster and higher place that would feel like what you did yesterday feels like years ago. because you're not stuck on a linear timeline anymore. That's the old energy. That's the suitcase energy. That's the what do I do energy. You are here to allow this ascension and move you into the truth of what you are. Know that doing nothing is actually one of the most productive things you can do. To just sit and listen to silence always is going to create a space of insights and purge all the things that you're not. So as you move into May, notice that it's very, very hard to do anything that's the old story, that you might try to start something from an egoic fix, but it will not work, that you might try to keep a connection going that isn't authentic, it will not work, that you might be even trying to do things that are off, like overeating or drinking or anything like that, and you just feel off even more quicker. You might notice that you're feeling tired a lot lately. That's life asking you to let go and go inward. It also does that with sickness. It says, I'm getting you sick so that you stop doing all these external things and you go inward and you hydrate and be and listen and stop exerting yourself from this false energy. Life is moving you from the world of holding up the world into the world of being held. And from that space, you will do so much more for the world. That's what May is about. That's what this time is about. And it's always moving faster and faster every day. And you can move it faster by participating with it, by being in surrender, by listening, by allowing yourself to be here and opening your heart to what's trying to happen and not trying to fix from an egoic place as it's happening. It's happening for you and it's trying to purge this false egoic you. That's what's going on in May. You are ascending. And as a reminder, I am so excited about the many, many emails we've gotten from people who did the course, The Angel You Forgot About. It's $20 for an entire course. And people are absolutely loving it and writing us about all kinds of different changes they're making. It's $20 again for an almost 9-hour course. Check out The Angel You Forgot About. It's going to change your life. I'm so proud of it. And I'm so grateful for you. Let's ascend so rapidly as we move into May.